So guys, I know 2025 have been crazy for all of us. Like we've been hit by the AI wide. We're trying to figure out where we're gonna with this, right? And apparently, if you're new to the AI market, definitely it'll be surprising for you to know that people are making money out of it already. Now, there are a lot of people having still questions about how people are making money with AI. Are they building agents literally, or are just they uh, doing digital marketing plus AI? There are hundreds and thousands of solutions that are being promised and pitched to people every day in 2025 with AI. However, I'm making this video to make you understand that there is a simple way to make at least a $3,000 income in about a year without having to break out your work-life balance. And it's kind of a more of a part-time income for you, maybe if you're somebody who's not seeing that internet income coming your way right away, but it's still a good money, right? It's like you get sometimes higher payments, you get sometimes lower payments, and I've done that. I've been there, I've done that. So I have been running a profitable, digital marketing business consulting company similar to like Upwork. So a lot of people outsource work to us, wherein we actually contract freelancers on part time to deliver the performance for our clients. Now, this apparently has changed a bit since 2024 and transitioning into 2025, right? So we have seen a lot of development across various sectors with the help of AI as well, right? Now, with this, I want to show you a couple of payment proofs so that you know that going online in 2025 is a time. If you don't do it right now, it will definitely be a problematic for you in future because a lot of people, like probably your friends, your neighbors who you never imagined would ever go ahead and build their own AI agent. Yes, this is happening, and it's all going to get much, much, much more, faster. So if you are somebody who's still trying to figure out how to do AI thing and all, we've got a couple of courses that I want you to just look through in the description of this video and find out and go ahead and start learning from that. But if you're somebody who's just keen on learning how actually affiliate income works, how actually digital marketing works, how actually business strategy works, then this video is definitely for somebody like you, right? So I'll be just diving in deep with a couple of topics here, a mix of all of that, because I want you to think of this like a classroom session where I'm teaching you how to be an entrepreneur, but a part-time entrepreneur, like more of somebody like a creator trying to do a YouTube video. I know that a lot of people hate this terminology of the entrepreneurship, right? And then I am completely standing by with that because entrepreneurs doesn't already by default mean that you're paying your bills, right? And for that matter of fact, one of the major reason I'm here making this video that entrepreneurship also is freelancing. Entrepreneurship is also making an influencer video on Instagram. Entrepreneurship is also going on LinkedIn and becoming an influencer on LinkedIn, right? So if you have something that you're doing already, let's assume you're doing a 9 to 5 job and learning AI skills, you want to really look at quitting your job probably in next 3 years, then that's one of the important aspect that you would look at is to build the you know a skill set that you want to really see in yourself so that you're ready for a job change, you're ready for freelancing income, you're ready for business. All three has no difference actually. If you're working on job, you're reporting to your managers. It's similar to reporting to your own team in-house when you're actually CEO, because having to do business for almost a couple of years now from 2018, I know it's not easy to call yourself a CEO and stand in the shoes and go to office and do work, right? It's sometimes in COVID and all, people were not even going to office, right? And imagine that now, right? Also, as we speak in 2025, still there are a lot of businesses, including ours, which usually operate 70% virtual, and we do not even actually you know, come here to meet each other in person. Now, considering all of this with AI developments happening, I want you to use this video as a focus, a kind of a mini course or more of a crash course on understanding how to launch a business. And it's going to be very, very simple. I'm going to keep it very, very simple for somebody who has absolute less budget, less than $100 maybe, or just even lesser than that, right? And still you could start a business and scale it in 2025. And this is the time you have to get on forward and start getting your first few clients, whether it be for freelancing, whether it be for sponsorship marketing, whether it be for advertisement as a creator on a YouTube, as a brand, or any other aspect, including offering a full-fledged consulting solution for business strategy, for market research, for digital marketing, finance, and other aspects. So let's directly dive into the course. But before that, I wanted to just quickly go about with showing you some of the proof that I have that I've been making income online, and it is going to be through a side hustle, and that I want to prove right away here with the screen share. So I'm not going to show you the name of the people who have paid me, but however, you see, I've got a $50 earlier, $150, and then $150, and then this keeps coming in. If you see that the payments have been also bigger than this, like this one is bigger, this one is bigger, right? So this is just for you to understand that yes, in the digital world, people are paying you for consulting, people are paying you for courses. So if you are somebody who is just getting started, I want you to focus on this part now. Like say you are somebody who has not got much of a knowledge on what you should do with your income stream and all of that, then just simply go to your Instagram account. Okay, get started with a simpler thing that you can do right now. I can show you what all ads I'm running and how I don't want you to really be sticking to ads, right? That's not a mindset that I have. I also have a specific community which talks about generating traffic without ads. So there are a couple of members in here as well. If you can see here, I've got a couple of members rolling in here who are paying paid members basically for this community that I have on school, right? However, I don't want you to have that mindset of thinking that you need to really get started with ads. That means that you can actually start without advertising as well now. But I will show you those techniques right on this call, one or two of them that you should really then understand that it's so easy to actually go and do this, right? So example would be talking about events website. So or public relations. Let's talk about public relations to start with. Now, if you look at it right now, I'm gonna show you my backlinks to prove that I have been doing organic backlinks checker, right? We'll go with a free tool, checker, Ahref, right? Now, I will check my training website links so that you know, okay? Fine. Alrighty. So here, if you see, one of the easiest way that can help you get started with is under $100 you could do an article about your brand somewhere on a more authentic website or more what do you say relevant website in your category. When I say authentic in the niche is what I'm trying to talk about, right? This could be generic, which is probably a lot of website out there, but this is something to do with education. So in this education category, I have managed to do a press release of this particular topic, that is how to skyrocket your business or a side hustle with the AI, tools, the learning AI tools and other essential skills in less than 30 days. So I know 30 days might look like a longer period of time, but yes, that is just a starter point. We're talking about getting a couple of leads, getting to have those sales calls, trying to build a pipeline would definitely would require you 30 days, but there's no guarantee that a sales will come out of it, right? It all depends on your personal capacity of pitching, how you talk to people out there on internet, and that's all up to you, right? It's like one of the other skill that you need to build is sales skills, right? So social selling is actually happening a lot nowadays. People do not buy you when you directly pitch you, which you start pitching them and they really get scary about getting sold off. So what do you do then, right? There's a big question. How do I sell them? One of the major thing that worked out well for me is that pitch to people asking them to become an affiliate. So for example, if you want to sell it to your friend or family or somebody you know already, tell them to find people who may be interested in your course or in your solution instead of directly pitching to them. That is the best way. They would work for you free of cost sometimes because they are not actually paying them. They are not giving enough time on your business, but then they might get a referral, which might end up closing a deal, and then just be very, very transparent with that payment that's coming from your client. If it's somebody you got from a referral, pay them at least half of the amount or maybe 25%. We usually give about 25% affiliate income in terms of people referring anybody to our courses or to our consulting solutions. So you could also do that. It's very simple to get your first client contact list. Go to your contacts list like as one of the influencer who has made millions of dollars online, Alex Harmozy, has recommended you to really look at your phone contact list to really drag up some of the numbers. But no, the one of the major part that I have learned doing sales and market is that do not pitch or do not pitch at all, right? Just don't pitch at all. What is sales then? What is social selling is that you go and tell them that I have just created this business, I've got a deck, I've got basic case study, whatever. If you don't have a case study, talk about how you build this business yourself, because your case study is more important to them right now. Right now, you're saying that you build a kind of a solution where you are going to offer, let's say, courses, business courses, right? To as a very basic example, then how you're going to sell that? Tell the story basically to your friend, asking them to go and tell that story to somebody else. Do not pitch them. Just tell them that if you find somebody who's basically looking at starting their own business because they're probably looking for a replacement of the 9 to 5 job, or it could also be that they are doing this as a side hustle. It could also be that they've never worked in the job market at all, but they're very, very good with their income right now. They have a good capital, but they want to really start something nice so that they could be working in their domain as a passionate individual. Then that also is a solution, right? So thinking about all of these things, put in a dashboard like kind of an action plan that you want to really work on with, and start basically getting organically. So one of the way that I told you is to actually publish articles. So if you connect with me or subscribe to our channel right now, and then you be in connect with us, you will get to learn these organic marketing strategies and in which ways from our school community, which is free of cost. Some of them are free, obviously, and not all of them. So you will still get a cutting edge ideation part to so that you could start on your own right now. Other simple things that you could do is basically go to events websites. So one of the Australian popular websites is Events. One of the strategy that I have seen has worked for me. Okay, now a lot of solutions that you are trying to tell people to buy is like if you're say example selling software, if you're selling a AI agent, or if you're selling a surveys, or if you're selling a course or even a product, right? You could do a webinar, okay, or a product launch, or a kind of a soft launch on these kind of event websites, right? So if you look at it, it's showing relevant data about service now, one of the known product, right? So if you are part of solutions selling or somebody who's into training business, then you could create a free demo event like this from where you start getting email addresses of people that you're trying to get in connect with, right? From a website like this. And then that's the start. You just publish your your plan of action in terms of demo, in terms of webinar on a website like Events, you get started with it already, right? And then once you start getting tickets, look, I've got a couple of tickets I'll show you earlier when I've done this Events. So if you can see the exhausted list of orders that I've received for one of the few events that I've done on business networking, right? Just the same way, you'll have to just get this email address, add it to your CRM or to database and start contacting them, regularly on a daily basis. Take those email IDs and start pitching the solutions that you want to sell. And that is one of the easiest way to actually get an incoming lead and still be able to rock it up, right? Because going on a cold call or just trying to send a DM to random people who have not even subscribed for email might be too old school in 2025. So I think so. This basic course that I've just done now as a more of a crash course, I've not gone very deep into it, but I before ending this course, I will show you a couple of the income streams that you can really be dependent upon. Is that one of the first thing that I told you to structure out your business, you need to focus on spending a basic capital that is required to actually get your first few leads, right? So if you're looking at absolute free of cost leads, I showed you Events, right? Or some other website which is going to be acting as a lead magnet. It need not be always a website like this. It could also be a product hunt website for SaaS companies. They usually use AppSumo to list out their product for free. They use product hunt website for listing out their product and testing out leads from there. You could go to Reddit and build leads as well there, right? So I could quickly show you a lot of things already, but this is going to be coming as a packed course that I do for business strategy and digital marketing plus AI included of all of the courses that we do online today. And I want to take you by surprise that right now, if you don't start, then you are already delaying everything that you're doing right now in your career, whether it be at job, whether it be at side income as a freelancer. You might also be a creator doing hundreds of subscribers and on YouTube and followers on Instagram. But if they are unpaid, then wake up. You have to really talk to them about your solutions and monetize that income. I'm not talking about the advertisement monetization, right? That is AdSense revenue that a lot of people still be reliant upon, but that's very, very minute and a small income that you could get. What I am talking about is speaking to your organic subscribers. If you have got a couple of subscribers, convert them to a subscription plan, convert them to a paid service. That is what experts are doing out there. And I have done the similar thing. I've showed you a payment proof already, which shows that a lot of people are out there ready to pay you for your services. Right now, let's go and quickly check other aspects of business building and specifically understand how ads work. Like if you look at it in one couple of ads that I've run already, one of my ad is actually going on right now that you can see. Now I'm running an ad in California right now with a very smaller budget. If you can see currently boosted, right? This is the ad that I'm running where I talk about unlocking your first 10 leads, right? That's through enrollment of a course. So people usually join our course, they start exploring, basic details, and this is running in California right now. So you could always go ahead and also check the ad insights, right? So this is the one now, continuous ad that is running. And if you could see, I'm spending money on this ad, right? Similarly, I'll show you another ad where I've got a couple of leads already, about 29 leads I got from there. I will just quickly show you. This is about AI agents. Like there are about 14 people liking it, but that's like a small number, I know. But when it comes to leads, yes, we've got a handful of leads where our pipeline was really built hard on this one closures part, right? I'm going to show you that as well right away. So there are about 9,000 views, guys, on this image ad that I've run. And about 29 message conversations started out here. And right, this is the example I'm showing you for ads. Now, I'm not asking you to be completely dependent on the organic medium, right, for lead generation. But yes, you could simply go ahead and do Instagram ad. Now, a lot of people get confused when they don't get leads initially when they are doing an Instagram ad. So I don't want you to get confused there, right? If you have got any questions, comments, if you like this video, and if you think this is a more of an implementation crack up course which is not like very organized, then that's something that we are agreeing with you on this because we are an implementation oriented company. Do have a curriculum built which is very, very organized in a very good module for live online one-on-one. But however, these video courses usually that we do are more of impact driven and the outcome driven insights that we provide. So if you're completely happy watching this video, first thing is that do share this video with your friends and subscribe, right, to help us do this free of cost for other people also to follow and get to know a basic knowledge to actually get started with building your first business with a basic idea, right? I could do a lot of it because I've done it on Reddit with as an expert. I'm an influencer there, and I do this every day, answering questions to entrepreneurs who just getting in started. And I also get a seek and advice on a higher level. Leads is a basic problem. After you have leads, managing teams, managing leads in the CRM, and also major other things that may come into picture, which experts don't speak about much on internet, is about handling the teams, handling the operations, right? And that is something that I'm also learning as I grow my team because I have to really scale my team at the same time, upskill myself in order to represent as a better CEO every day from a company that I represent, Foito, which is based out of India and has a global presence with a couple of clients across the globe, including Middle East and the US as well. And at last, I want to thank you for watching this video. If you've been watching this for so long, you've got some value out of it. I'm pretty sure you're gonna go ahead and recommend this video to maybe some of the freelancer friends that you have or influencers, creators. A lot of creators also I've seen has reached out to us recently saying that they've got a lot of huge following, but that following doesn't matter unless you're charging them a money, and that's a difficult part, guys. Trust me, subscriptions, payments, and the billing is everything for your business. And I want you to focus on that part, even if you are a freelancer. And from here on, we'll take a goodbye and connect with you soon. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.